Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Falcons and the Dolphins, and it's all up next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right out of the gate, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Miami Dolphins. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people, but I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete, 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week,
Richardson going right to the air. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down and inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Wide open receiver complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. 18. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up a third. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Well, anytime you read...
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McPherson's kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason. But here they start with 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually see them anymore. They got 3 points on the board, 1 drive here in preseason. In this game, baseball caps, NFL approved, of course, for everyone.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Bringing them out, a guy who's top 30 all-time in yards and touchdowns. Not bad for a 4th-round pick back in 2012. Captain Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spent a lot of time.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now, hang on here. Not what you want to see because Dalvin Cook injured, at least for the moment, and in some discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Richardson on the bootleg here. He's gotten a joker, his big tight end. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Cam Akers, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins had 6 to their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. This taken in right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
A second down throw for Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Here's 3rd and 3. Cousins to throw it.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Cook up the gut. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
Following the interception, Cousins. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. Here's Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was not a real confident throw right there. And he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it 2nd down and 11. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll swing this out to Mostert. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Miami set to take over. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Lorenzo Carter from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jameis to throw it. And incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta now coming out on the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Man open is Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Short throw caught by Pitts. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third and short yardage, Winston. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Akers
gets around him, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Cam Akers ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead. McPherson on for the point after.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Jameis now on first down.
Open man here is Benson.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Winston.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Winston. And his throw here's incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. "15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day.
In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on third down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. On the return is Powell. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Winston. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Starting the drive with Algier. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. Now we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. 2nd down and 6 now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Jalen Phillips, his 2nd sack of the night. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
First down, Winston. Open is Powell. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Benson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Cam Akers taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to add on to that lead.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is now 24. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. Dumps this one off to Algier.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tap.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Benson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Winston from the gun on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
On 2nd down now, it's Benson, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
Jameis to throw it. Oh, he's got his tight end blitz complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. They run the counter. Benson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Up the middle they go. It's Benson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Benson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Up the middle they go. Benson.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.